Hey friends, it's Monday. That means it's time for our 3-card weekly reading, where we do 3 cards for the collective and then individual cards for those who request to look at energies available for the week ahead. I'm so happy to see all of you. Claire C., thank you so much for starting us out with a super chat. I am grateful for your amazing tarot readings. Well, I am grateful for you. Thank you for that, and thank you for being a member. We really appreciate you. Special shout out to the members, all the members, the moderators. And if you happen to be here for the first time, please do subscribe and hit that bell. Let's get going right away. Over to Card Cam. Oh, how pretty. This is actually an actual reading cloth that I have that I use, handmade, and sent to me by Marion Kirk. So isn't that pretty? And it feels like it has a holiday vibe in sort of a sugar plum way, wouldn't you say? I like it. And what deck are we going to use today? We're going to use my incredibly well-loved, well-worn, beat-up Morgan Greer. All right. So 3 cards for the collective. Let's do it. All right. The Queen of Swords reversed. Oh, can't we just have an easy week for once? The 9 of Pentacles reversed. And the Queen of Wands. All right. We got this. So, this week, there may be a lot of internal battles for us to fight. We may have imposter syndrome. We may not feel like we are in our strength. We may not feel like we have what we need. We may be, saying negative things about ourselves to ourselves. The solution is to find our inner fire. So this is a collective reading, but it feels really intensely personal to each one of us. And the idea that if each one of us could do this, then we would all benefit. We would benefit as individuals. The collective would also benefit. All ships would be raised. So, there will be things this week that will assault us on every level, that will make us feel like we do not know what is true, that will make us feel that we are not enough, that we do not have enough, that we will never be enough, that we will never have enough. We combat all of that with our fire. So what is the inner fire? It is our life force. It is our knowledge of what is real and what is true. It is our spirituality, our creativity, our motivation, our humor. It is everything that burns within us. Hey, Aubrey, good to see you. Find our inner fire. Yeah, there it is. That is the answer. And, the things that we need to be especially careful about, information or disinformation that we are being fed, and specifically around money, finances, things of that nature. We need to be especially careful here, where we may be made to feel like we do not have enough, like we are not good enough, when in fact we're just fine. Thank you very much. All right, let's get going. Martha makes me tired already, right? All right, first request I see is Claire C. Claire, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for the generous super chat. Appreciate it and appreciate you. Here is a card for the week. Here we go. All right, Claire, Four of Cups. So this is your get out of obligations free card for the week. This week, if you don't want to do it, I think for the most part, you don't have to do it. You know, maybe there's something you're obliged to where you don't have a choice. But I think for the very most part, you are allowed to say no, thank you. And find the power in that. Kim Case, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for you, Maria and Anthony. They're working night shifts. All righty, here we go. Oh, Pam, good to see you. Absolutely love your collective interpretation. December is always a difficult month. You're right. You are absolutely right. This is our first 3-card weekly reading for December. Makes sense. Thank you. All right, Kim Case, here we go. So we've got you, Maria, and Anthony. All righty. So for you, Kim, you can see just how decrepit these cards are. They are so well loved. Do I use these for clients? No, I do not. But I do love them. All right. So Kim, 7 of Cups. This week, think about your options. Think about your opportunities. Think about your possibilities. Think about everything that you can do. And then decide what you want to do. So what's available to you? And then out of that, what do you want? You get to choose. All right. Maria. Here we go. Maria, the Star reversed. Things are okay and things will be okay this week. Oh, you know what? You're right. Pamela's Insight. I said Morgan Greer, but it is Aquarian. You're right. I misspoke. It's Aquarian. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Pamela. Not the first time I misspoke, not the last either. So definitely check me. Thank you. It is indeed Aquarian by David Palladini, in fact. And this deck was so not loved that he had to create another one, the new Palladini, that was considered better. So yeah, well done. Thank you. Yes. It is Aquarian. All right. So Maria, you get the Star reversed. You get the Star reversed. Maria, everything's fine. Everything will be fine this week. Everything is fine, but you are not, there's some things here you are not loving. And it's okay to be in this position of, okay, this is working for now, but I don't love it. And you can just be in that space, and it's okay. But things will get better eventually. This is temporary. All right, and for Anthony, the Page of Swords reversed. I feel like you are really in a time of personal self-discovery, figuring out what is true, all of those things. All of those things. So Anthony, I feel like you are really going through it. This could be a tough week for you. And so figure out what is true for you. Figure out how to communicate with others so that you can kind of get what you want. Figure out what you want. Let this be a week of self-discovery. Give yourself permission to figure out what is true, what you want, what has changed, what hasn't changed. Give yourself permission for that. All right. Pamela's Insight. Funny, especially since the vintage Aquarian decks are sought after, right? But at the time, it was considered pretty shallow, because there's not a huge amount of imagery. And so it was rejected. But if you think about it now, it really kind of works well. I think it has stood the test of time very well, better than many. So I think you're absolutely right, Pamela. Absolutely. You know a lot about decks, don't you? We should have you on here and have a conversation. That would be fun. All right. Anyway, we'll talk. Kimmy, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. Look at that. You got the Queen of Rods, otherwise known as the Queen of Wands. It was the one positive card, the one upright card in our 3-card weekly reading. And so very auspicious for you. This is the energy we all need to lean into this week. But this is the energy that is being handed to you on a silver platter this week. So good. And it is that energy of nurturing the inner fire. What motivates you? What inspires you? What makes you feel engaged? That's what you need to lean into all the time, but especially this week, Kimmy. Arlette, so good to see you. Glad you're here. Love you too. Here's cards for you and Chris, certainly. Okay, Arlette, 6 of Rods reversed, obviously 6 of Wands reversed. There is a way that you are not feeling like you're winning or that you're not set up to win, and it's not feeling good. And so if this is your own negative self-talk, you're going to have to change that. If this is a situation you're in, you're going to have to figure out what can you do at least to mitigate damage, at least. And so that you can remember that you are indeed a winner. All right. For Chris, here we go. There's that star reversed again. Things are okay. Things are okay, but they're not what you want. And so I think this week you want to spend some time thinking about, for the short term and the long term, what are the things you really want? How possible are they? What do you have to do to make it happen? I think that's the focus that you want to look for. Hey, Lisa McCord, good to see you. It was so good to see you yesterday. Have you created your Tony Soprano tarot spread yet? Next request I see is Melissa. Melissa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is your card for the week. 10 of Wands reversed. You are not alone. You do not have to do it alone. You have friends. I think you can get into a headspace where you feel a little separate and different from people. And I think that can happen to all of us, because the more that we choose to become conscious of that which is not easily seen, the more that we do separate ourselves. And so there's that piece. There's the piece that you're a boss at work, like literally a boss. And so that separates you. So there's a lot of ways that you are separated and feel separated. But this card in its reversal wants you to look at the ways where you're not separated, where you are in community, where you are loved, and where you are valued, and where you feel like you belong, because you do. So lean into that energy this week. All right. And Lisa McCord, here is your card for the week. We had our meetup at Panera in Palm City yesterday. It was fun. Lisa's one of the people, along with Audrey and Lady Lenormand and quite a few others, who drive all the way up from further south. And so it was great to see you. And we have for you the Hanged Man. Let this week, and I think you said you're starting your new job on the 11th, I think you said. So, like this feels like this very just sort of meditative space. I don't know if you're working your old job or not this week, but there is something here about just do yoga, be meditative, be chill, be in this place of just doing or not doing whatever the heck you want. And let that be the energy of the week as you prepare for your new job. All right. Christina R., so good to see you. For Karen W. and you, yes. And we appreciate you both being here. Karen W. is a member, so of course we appreciate her as well. Here we go. Christina R., the world reversed. So I think this is going to be another week of like looking for the wins, looking for the ways, looking for figuring out how to do it, piecing things together, trying to get all the pieces to come together. But you're doing it, and it is that tenacity that's going to get you to where you want to go. So keep doing it. Now, for Karen W., the Magician. So this is good because your cards last week were really hard. So this is good. This week, Karen, you got the power. You got the power. You got the tools. You got the abilities. Do not be afraid to use your voice. Speak the truth. Give the direction. And things will improve. This is a very auspicious card for you for this week. 64 Amy Penn, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hang on one second, just over scrolled. Give me a minute. There we are. It is in the over scrolling that I am most likely to miss people. So I try to be really careful. All right, here we go. 64 Amy Penn. Two of Swords. So this is really important and operative for you right now. We know what the situation is. You are looking for a job. You're getting kind of anxious about it. What does the Two of Swords say for the week ahead? Be at peace. And be at peace with the fact that you don't know what your job is going to be. Do not worry. Be at peace. Keep seeking. And, there are two cards that are traditionally blindfolded, both in the Swords deck. And people interpret these in all sorts of different ways. And I will too, depending on the moment. And I'm going to say in this moment, there is a clue here that you may want to seek in places where you have not yet, or to go deeper. So it may be a different platform where you're going to look. It may be a different way of looking. It may be different kinds of networking. So seeking in different ways. All right. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is a card for the week ahead. The Chariot. This is good. So this week, I think you may get more good information about positive changes that are coming. And I think you may make some plans for a little trip that you're going to take. And I think you may find that you are really feeling in your power. So that's going to be good. Jeannie Mnuchin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. The Five of Cups reversed. Jeannie, this week, be an optimist even when you don't feel like it. This week, stay positive. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade, put a little vodka in it if you need to. Good things can come out of difficult things. The reversal here is important. The Five of Cups can be a card of loss and grief, but even in its upright position, it reminds us that there are still good things. When it is reversed, the good things are predominant, but there is a tendency to want to get caught up in the less good things. So don't do that. Stay optimistic this week. Good things are here. All right. Audrey M., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We really appreciate you. It was great to see you yesterday. Thanks for being another person who drove up to come to the meetup. All right. You get the Hanged Man for the week ahead. You're not the first person to get this. This week is a very good week for internal work, which I know you're doing all the time. So like, what else is new? But this is some extra power for self-discovery, some extra power for enlightenment, some extra power for wisdom that comes from stillness. So enjoy that. Diana Price, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here's a card for you. The Page of Cups reversed. This week, this may have to do with your writing, where you may feel a little stuck in your writing, so use tricks to keep from getting stuck. It may have to do with your social life, where you feel a little lonely or you feel a little not seen or not heard. It may have to do with your spiritual life, where you will feel a little disconnected. One way or the other, you have the power to not let this reversal get to you and to really open up and feel the connection and feel the communication and feel the love. And that's what you want to do. Hey, Ivo Fur, good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Peggy, Lula, Ven, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Cards for you and Bill. Most certainly, yes. Here we go. Okay. For you, Peggy Lou, the Empress. This week, lean into your creativity and spend time in nature. This is where your power originates. And for Bill, Knight of Pentacles reversed. You know, you do what you've always done and you'll get what you've always got. Consider doing something differently to make a positive change this week. Pamela's Insight. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Ace of Pentacles. This is good. So this week you may get some unexpected money. Don't spend it until you get it, but yes. You may find an ability to make some money. It may also be new grounding, new wellness, new ways of taking care of yourself. One way or the other, this is a good thing. Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I want to remind you all, by the way, we have Global Tarot Circle on Wednesday. The link is already up. I hope you'll join us. Okay. Here we go, Trey. Nine of Swords reversed. I love this reversal for you. You know, this is a conversation we've been having just about like your perception of yourself and the world. Is it a legit perception? Is it just you, or is it coming at you through the lens of depression or anxiety? And, you know, with this reversal, there's a sense that maybe it has been, maybe it is some depression and anxiety, which is very typical of creative people, very typical of diviners. And maybe this week you will find some plan or some solution or some way through that to loosen that up a little bit. So this could be a good thing. Pamela, I'll happily receive all of that. There you go. There you go. Martha Vink, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Next request I see is Marion Newbury. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. We appreciate you. Things have been feeling better for you, Trey. That's great. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah. I have a lot of theories around how diviners and creatives will all struggle with depression, and we just will. And how do you deal with that, and how do you come out of it? And yeah, we could talk for a long time about that, for sure. All right, and probably a lot of people in this room would find that interesting. Maybe that's a whole class. I don't know. We could think about it. All right, here we go. Marion Newbury. Here we go. Three of Wands reversed. I don't love this reversal, but let's look at how this can help you this week, Marion. We know that in many ways, personally and professionally, you are a very skilled person. You're a very talented person. But there is some way this week where either you're not feeling confident about something you're doing, or you're not liking the direction that something is going in. And so you're going to have to figure out what the correction is. But that's the key. This week, look for where you can make a correction. Could be a course correction. Could be a correction in the way you're thinking. Could be a creative correction. But one way or the other, look for the correction that creates perfection. I even made up a rhyme for you. There you go. Yeah, new class concept, right? Joyous Ocean, no, you have not missed your card. And glad you're here. Okay. Persnickety. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Thanks for the flowers. Here's a card for you. The World reversed. I think, what I want to say about this for you this week is some sense of something that you think is finished is not finished. Something you think is over is not over. I don't know what that is. It could be you thought you had finished this project, but there's still one more thing to do. It could be a relationship or friendship that you thought was over, but no, we want to have a conversation. It could be an opportunity that you thought was lost is not lost. Could be a TV series that has announced a new season. I don't know. But something that you have thought was over is not over. It is a good rhyme, Marion. Yes, it's all yours. Because I don't even remember it anymore. So it's all yours. All right. Cassandra, it's your turn. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. A card for you and your mom, of course. For you, Cassandra. The Page of Cups. This week, let love lead your communication. Let compassion temper your words. Let kindness be present in your voice. You'll get a lot done. And you'll make yourself and others happy by doing this week. All right. And Raquel. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. This week, remember all the things for which you are grateful. Remember the blessings that are yours. Remember the blessings of your ancestors. The skills and the abilities that you have inherited, and use those things. Find the joy that is yours. Is it perfect? No. But is there joy? Yes. Find it. All right. Joyous Ocean, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Cards for you and Jada, most certainly yes. Look at you, Joyous Ocean, Knight of Swords. This week is going to fly by. It's going to be so quick. So get things done. A lot here about communication, maybe some travel as well. But you're doing well. You're moving quickly. You're kicking butt. You're doing well. This is good. And for Jada, Ace of Wands. So be careful about your temper this week, but be open to new ideas, new possibilities, especially ones that are creative and especially ones that are exciting. You are quite welcome, Smile Soul 20. All right, Martha Vink, it is your turn. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being my friend since I was 14. And thanks for using members-only emojis. Here's a card for you. Nine of Wands reversed. You know, I mean, you're going through it right now. You've just suffered a, substantial family loss. And it's not like you weren't going through it before that, to be fair. I think, and I don't know this to be true about you, but it might be. I don't know. I'm asking. Is it true that sometimes during difficult times, you will just sort of put your head down and try to power through things and get it done, do what has to be done, get it done, get it done, get it done. And if that's sort of your way for coping and helping others cope. And that part of that getting it done is you being the one to handle this, being the one to take care of this. I think a lot of that comes like when you're a minister, that's part of the thing. You are the one. And in this situation, you are also the one for a lot of reasons. But you can ask for help and you can recognize that this is a painful and difficult thing. And just because you are trained to help others in these matters does not make it any easier for you. In fact, the opposite might be true, right? So cut yourself some slack, ask for help, allow for support, and allow yourself some moments of things that feel good. It is okay to steal moments of happiness in times of sorrow. All right. Oh, Joyous Ocean, I did not say it would be easy. I said it would be swift. No, it will actually be. It will. Things will come together easily. You will work hard, but things will come together easily. How about that? How about that? All right. Kathy, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Here we go. Death reversed. There is this situation that is just ongoing, and I think this week you're going to find out that it's like ongoing or continued, or things haven't moved or things haven't changed, and that's going to be difficult. But you stay tenacious, and tenacity will win the day. Marion Newberry, beautiful reading cloth, and you gotta love Marion Kirk. I know. Marion Kirk is like the best, and she will be in person at StaarCon. So y'all do consider, because the opportunity to have a meal with Marion Kirk is, it's kind of worth it. It's sort of fun. But, even if you come online, she will be with us. Joyous Ocean will be with us. Deonce Monsanto in person. Kimmy's Divination Station will be there as an attendee. Pamela will be there as an attendee. I think a lot of you will be joining us. So, there's all that. Anyway, Liz Harrison, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. The Empress. Well, you have a bunch of kids. I mean, so this week you will take care of your children. I don't know what you're doing in the rest of the weeks. No, seriously, why? Like, this is such an interesting question, in tarot, where sometimes the cards will come up to just state the obvious. And is that the reading, or is there something more? This might be an especially important week having to do with family and extended family, having to do with parents, grandparents, whatever, family stuff. You are the keeper of the keys of your kingdom, of your empire. Don't let anyone take the peace away from your empire. You are the Empress. Fair? All right. Pamela Phillips, how are you? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We're looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. We're looking forward to seeing Pip at StaarCon as well. And Pip is a member. We appreciate all of you. So let's start with you, Pamela. Oh, before I do, I just got to get to this feedback. Martha, it's absolutely true. That's the way I cope. I thought maybe. Powering through. People have offered help, and I'm working at accepting it. A good reminder. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. So thank you for that feedback. Okay, here we go, Pam. Thanks for your patience. 8 of Swords reversed. This will be a decent week for you. Something that has been a problem, something that has been hanging over your head, something that has been worrisome will be taken care of, resolved, over, fini, relief. Good. Liz, thank you. Thank you. All right. So Pamela, this is for your daughter now. And y'all, I know what Pamela's doing. She's taking her phone and pointing it toward the screen so that she can record this and shoot it off to her daughter, who is working hard in another country. So let's see. Here we go. Here we go. The Sun reversed. This will be a good week, and things that you are working on will do well. But on the day-to-day, you are not going to be entirely happy. So do what you can to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself, to recognize that the time and energy you're spending now is an investment. And it is an investment that you're going to be very glad you made. So be encouraged, but also be kind to yourself this week. And for Pip, thanks for being a member, and we're really looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. The 10 of Wands reversed. 10 of Wands reversed. You have friends. Remember that you have friends. You are not all alone. And honestly, you don't have to trust people with all of your private stuff to get help and support when you're going through tough stuff. Oh, Diana, you turned the Page of Cups right side up in your card holder. Diana has this great card holder that has more than one card, so she can take the card, her copy of the card that I pull for her, and leave it up for the week, which I just think is so great. That makes me really happy. I have a great card holder, too, that I forget to use. I don't know what to do about that. All right. Aubrey, you are up next. Is that true? Yeah, you are. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Here's a card for you. The 6 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, I'm going to get really specific with this. It's just the way it's striking me right now, so let me know if it's not a fit, but I think it's going to be. I feel like you are by nature a very generous person. And I feel like you will give to others almost as an investment, figuring that they'll pay it back, and you're not even keeping score, but you just sort of invest energy in others, figuring it will come back to you. And very often it does, and sometimes it doesn't. And I think you need at this point to look at, where are you investing your energy where it doesn't make sense? That's the question to ask this week. Alon, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Justice reversed. There are some things going on. This could be a tough week for you. There are some things going on. You may have some legal issues that you're dealing with. You may also have some things where you feel unfairly treated, where you feel like things are not working out the way you want, things are not balancing the way you want. It does not feel good. You may feel angry. Handle that, but do not let your anger get you into further trouble, okay? Some things in life just aren't fair, and some things just don't work, and there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes acceptance is the way forward. Nalini, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Aubrey, yes, that's on point. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Good. All right, Nalini, thanks for your patience. Cards for you and Brad, most certainly. Yes, here we go, starting with you first, Nalini. You get the Empress. And so there's a lot to unpack here. This could have to do with your mom. This could have to do with your nurturing of others. It could have to do with you being a creative person. But what I'm going to say this week, nurture yourself, remember that you are worthy of nurturance, and nurture yourself this week. For Brad, the Hanged Man. This week, if you can't fix it, forget it, right? If there's nothing you can do about it, stop worrying about it. Do not rail against things that are outside of your control. Acceptance. TJ and GA, thanks for being here. Card for you and for your daughter, most certainly yes. TJ, you get the Magician. This week, be open to learning. Be open to good communication. Recognize your power. And this week, you may find that as you recognize your power, other people will recognize it too. Now, for your daughter, we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. And I feel like your daughter may need this week to really kind of pull in and just be with herself and take care of herself, collecting her own energy, nurturing her own energy. Nalini, you both got majors. Yes, you did. I didn't think to comment on that, but I'm so glad you did, because yes, that is significant. You're absolutely right. Febborn, good to see you. Here is a card for you. The Queen of Swords reversed. There may be a situation where you're feeling like you're not being heard or not being seen or not being respected. And that does not feel good, but do not internalize it. It is not a reflection on you. It's a reflection on something outside of you. So do not internalize it, and you will find your power here. In the past, this has happened, and you have internalized it. And so this is all about healing from that as well. Jackie Masters, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for you. There it is. I shuffled, but there it is again. Queen of Swords reversed. Jackie, this is going to be very specific for the week. When it comes to work or personal, double check data before you count on it. Double check information before you take it as truth. This will save you a lot of work and heartache. All right, Tyrone Tarot, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Queen of Cups reversed. This week, think about what makes you happy and what makes you unhappy, and what is right now making you happy and what is right now making you unhappy, and what can you do about it. Be responsible for your own happiness. Nina Time, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for the week ahead. Four of Swords. This is a good week for meditation. It's a good week for quiet. It's a good week for rest. It's a good week for time out. Apply as needed. Oh, Pamela, your unresolved pile is so full. There it is. Perfect. Perfect, Pam. That's good. Okay. Christine Hallowell. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Seven of Swords. All right. This is all about trust. And, well, who doesn't have trust issues? We all kind of have trust issues one way or the other, right? But the question is, what are you trusting to be true that isn't true? Who are you trusting that you shouldn't trust? Who aren't you trusting that maybe isn't such a problem? So look at what is not trustworthy, what is not right, what is not good, and all of those things that you're seeing in your own mind and heart. And then look at that and figure out what is really true. Teresa, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here's a card for you. Strength reversed. Teresa, this could be a hard week for one reason or another. And it could be a week that makes you angry, but that anger could make you strong and could give you motivation. So use that. Joanne Smith, it's so good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Charlie is with you. He's also a member. We appreciate both of you so much. Thanks for being here, and thanks for using members only emojis. The House of Chaos. You got roofers today. Okay. Could you and Charlie have cards? Yes, most certainly indeed. Okay. Here we go. Joanne. The Hermit reversed. Actually, I think this week, yes, there will be chaos. There will not be peace. There will not be quiet. There will not be wisdom. There will be chaos. But there could also be some fun. I think this could be a fun week, and I think things will go pretty well. And for Charlie, the Page of Swords reversed. I feel like there's a particular situation. It could be with a family member. It could be with a friend. But a particular situation where communication has not been good. You are going to try to figure out how to fix it. But it might be that the best fix is a little time. Give it a little time. Michelle F., it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. We appreciate you. All right, here we go. Five of Wands. So this week, collaboration won't be easy, but could yield some great results. Conflict, don't be afraid of it because the resolution will be beautiful. Collaboration, conflict, good results. Barbie Bird, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Hang on one second. I just did the terrible overscroll. There we go. Got you. All right. Here we go, Barbie. Barbie, Page of Wands, Page of Rods in this deck. This week, I think you'll learn about some things that you really enjoy. I think you'll have some really fun conversations. I think you will really get into a hobby, a creativity, something spiritual, something fun, and you deserve it. Have a good time. Janine Barnes, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. You also get the Page of Wands. For you, I think this is really about creating the beginning of something that will take you forward in the direction that you want to go. Like you're getting ready for a new journey. And it could be career, it could be creative, it could be a lot of different things. But this week you are preparing for something that you're going to be happy about. Rose, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here's a card for you. King of Swords. This will be a good week for you. You will be able to be a leader. You will be able to be decisive. You will have good communication. You will do the right thing. It could involve, it feels like it's communication. It could be writing. And it just feels very positive. So lean into that. Oh, Teresa, you're quitting vaping today. That makes sense, and congratulations. That is the right thing to do, certainly. All right. Hey, Z, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I see you, and I will give you your card as soon as I get to you. Thanks so much. All right, next up is Yolanda. Yolanda, thanks for being here. Thanks for being my neighbor, and we've got cards for you and for Jenna and Mark. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yolanda. 9 of Wands reversed. I feel like you're feeling a little impatient. It may be with yourself, it may be with circumstances, it may be with people around you. But this week, do not let your impatience show. Seriously, hide it. For Jenna, I'm going to do Jenna in just a minute. This is interesting. Rose, I have my first reading with you scheduled on Wednesday. So there is the communication and a good week. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. That's great. That's fabulous. I'm really looking forward to that. All right. Jenna, 7 of Swords. So there's something going on here that isn't good. It may be that you are keeping secrets that you shouldn't be keeping. It may be that people around you are behaving in ways that you do not like. But one way or the other, be clear about what your integrity is and stay within it. And for Mark, King of Cups reversed. This week, try to be compassionate for yourself and others. You know, you may feel like you're kind of stretched to the end of that, but lean into it. All right, DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here's a card for you. 4 of Cups. This week, you may not be happy with a lot of what's going on. And you want to look at, like, why is that? You know, like if you suddenly lose your appetite for all food, what's going on? Is it a health thing? Is it an emotional thing? Is it just a change? What is it? So be aware of your reaction to things and interpret that. That's going to give you a lot of important information. Ashley, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. The Seven of Cups. This week, know that you have options and choices, but don't let it freak you out, and do not give in to dark imagining. Do not let choices trigger anxiety. Lumen, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Lumen, you get the Empress. This is a popular card today. This week, really pay attention to nurturing yourself and others, and creativity, and taking care of what's most important. Z, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Death reversed. If you are hoping for a change, it's probably not happening. But there is something in this card that really encourages you to just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Have tenacity. If there's something you want, you go for it and you make it happen. Oh, Joanne, thanks for that feedback. That makes sense. All right, Kimmy's Divination Station. Looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. Thanks for being a member. Here we go. You also get the Four of Cups. This week, try something that you traditionally have not liked. Could be a tarot deck, could be a food, could be a kind of exercise, could be a kind of music. Just try it. Maybe you like it. Open up to something new. Autumn Pond, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Three of Cups reversed. This could be a little bit of a tough week for you. Maybe it's just not going to be a fun week, and don't try to make it a fun week. But remember that you are a fun person and you do have fun friends. So if in the middle of a serious week you could sneak in just a giggle or two, that wouldn't be bad. Just saying, just saying. Listen to music. Music will help. So Z, by now, I don't even remember what the card was. So I can't. I don't know. If you don't know what it's referring to, I would just write it down or record it, and let's see. Let's come back on Friday and see how it did its thing. All right. So, from my perspective, I have come to the end. If I accidentally missed you, or if you are here and have not yet requested, it's last call for readings, y'all. We have Global Tarot Circle coming up this Wednesday. The link is already up. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you'll join us. The link's in the description. Link to become a member, please do. Link to learn more about StaarCon, please do. Link to book an appointment with me, please do. I want to thank all of you. Oh, Kimmy, you're on a mission to clear a house with paranormal activity. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. All right. So, thank you so much. Special shout out to the members, the moderators, people who helped out with super chats and super stickers. I appreciate all of you so much. Please do join us for Global Tarot Circle. You will see that we do also have a gathering for the winter solstice, and we're doing a members-only live stream at the end of the month for predicting the new year. For December and January, our events will be fewer than usual because of StaarCon. February, you're going to see new events added to the calendar. It's going to be even busier. So hang in there with us, and please check out StaarCon. There's a $10 ticket available, so everyone should join us. But get the ticket you can get, because there's so much goodness, and you want as much goodness as you can. Oh, Death Reversed. Z, yeah, it's for the week ahead. So basically, whatever it is that you were hoping to change or thinking you were going to change probably will not change this week. But your tenacity is going to move you forward. Okay. All right. Jackie, good. Thank you. My friends, yeah, learning to pick my battles wisely. That makes sense, Febborn. Oh my gosh. My friends, thank you so much. I will look forward to seeing you soon. I really appreciate you. Have a great week.